Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. And today, what am I doing today? I have my art sessions so thoroughly planned out, but when it comes to these vlogs, they're just off the top of my head. Some of the vlogs, I would agree, I plan them out thoroughly, especially when I'm doing vlogs where I'm looking at products and stuff. But for the most part, my vlogs are not planned out. Only the art sessions are planned out thoroughly. So today is just another day over the top of my head. I'm going to be doing some work in here on this little grid here. This is actually some lightfast testing that I'm doing with some of my cheaper paints, color pencils, and now watercolor pencils, because the light fastness of these products are kind of speculative. So I decided to put them in the window. I am trying to beat the urge to leave them there for at least 6 weeks the most. The bargain brand watercolor paints have been there for about 3 weeks now. I think this week is going to be its 4th week. And the colored pencils just got up a couple of days ago, so I have to wait longer for those. And now I'm putting up the watercolor pencils. So this is for watercolor pencils. I have out the Marco Renoir, which I plan to leave in my window for about 6 weeks. I said 6 weeks to about 12 weeks, but my eagerness is not going to let me wait 12 weeks. I know me, so I'm trying to beat it out for about 12 weeks the most. And the window, it's not like, you know, I live in a tropical country, so, and the how our house is built, it does receive a lot of light, it gets a lot of wind. So it is a window, and you have seen many videos where you actually see the sun beating through that window. So it is a window that does get a lot of sunlight. So I know that the 6 weeks will be quite a good benchmarker to test for light fastness in these watercolor paints, watercolor pencils, and coloring pencils. Colors, well, some of the paints that I'm testing is the Sargent Art watercolor paints, I believe is there. I got some watercolor paints from Jackson's Art. I think I did that in a previous video. I got some paints from there. I think the Paper Fashion pigment making sets paints are also there. The paints that I made with makeups are there. I don't remember, there's like seven, or I don't remember the amount of paints I tested, but it's the majority of the bargain brands. I remember testing the Marie's and the Stylex watercolor paints that I have. I remember I told myself, I thought I did the Winsor & Newton, but I did not. I have the Winsor & Newton China set that I got from AliExpress. I have those set aside for a future testing. I think when I remove the first batch of watercolor paints, I will put on a second batch, and because the Winsor & Newton China is a 24 set, I probably will put those in that second batch and wait another 6 weeks. When it comes to watercolor colored pencils, when it comes to the colored pencils, I am doing light fast testing for the Marco Renoir, the Milan Big Lead, and the Marco Square. Those are the pastel sets. Those are the sets that I'm testing out in the color pencil side. I'm taking it for granted that the light fast rating for the Caran d'Ache, the Polychromos, and the Prismacolors are fairly accurate. So I will not be doing light fast testing with those pencils, because these are companies that have been in service for at least I think the Prismacolor may have been questionable, because I remember they were once this company, then this company bought them out, then they became this company. So, but I'm trying, they're close to 100 years old by now, I think. The original company, the first one that produced the very first Prismacolor when it was underneath another name. So I'm taking it for granted that, you know, they have close to 100 years of color making service, just like the polychromos, Faber-Castell, and the luminance by Caran d'Ache. I'm taking it that I can trust their lightfast rating, so I will not be doing those. When it comes to watercolor pencils, I will be doing the Milan Renault watercolor pencils that I have. I will be why can't I talk? Maybe it's the vaccine. I'll be doing the Derwent watercolor pencils. I will not be doing the Derwent ink tints. Because I think I could, again, because Derwent have more than 100 years in the pencil making industry, I think I could trust their lightfast rating. But the Derwent watercolor pencils doesn't have a lightfast rating, so I want to look at those. And I'll also be doing the Milan aquarelle pencils to test out their lightfast rating also. I do have more bargainer or even more bargain friendly brands like the Crayolas and the Papermate. And what else color pencils I have there in that? I think it's only Crayolas and Papermates and the Indiso color pencils that I got in my country. I will not be doing lightfast testing in those because, you know, I will not expect a Crayola to be lightfast. So I will not be doing those, and I will not expect the Papermate to be lightfast. I automatically know that they won't stand up to the test of time. So it'll just be a waste of resources and energy for me to test lightfast on those. Okay, I think I'm getting tired now. The vaccine that is available, the way our country choose to do vaccination is that they have it in phases. And so they divided the population in phases. There are the frontline and healthcare workers and the elderly in the first phase. Then there is the teachers and the firefighters in the second phase. And then they'll be doing elderlies with comorbidities and chronic. Then they'll be doing persons with comorbidities and chronic conditions. But I don't remember who's in the third phase. But there's like 5 different phases, with the very healthy adult in the last phase. So being that I am a nurse and a healthcare worker, I was in the first phase. So I went to the clinic today to get my vaccine. And I'm glad that I went to my local clinic to get the vaccine, because, you know, there was a little, there's a 5-minute education session. The nurse, who is actually a personal friend of mine, she actually came out. She did a 5-minute session. I was not the only one who was there to get my vaccines either. A couple elderly people were there. And she came out, she did a little 5-minute session educating us about what the vaccine is all about, what side effects that we could expect. Tiredness is one of them, which I'm probably feeling right now. A little low-grade fever, maybe a little headache, a little body ache. And that's about it. And she educated us that, you know, it's only supposed to last between 24 to 48 hours. Hence why I'm doing it on my day off, so I could stay home, recuperate, and then go back to work in about 2 days. So I should be good. And she gave us a date to return, because this is a 2-dose vaccine that is available in the country. I believe, I know other more developed countries have 1-dose vaccine. Unfortunately, we have the 2-dose one. So I went for my first shot. So I have to return in 12 weeks to get my second shot. But yeah, and they gave us some Tylenol to take, just in case we should develop any fever-like or symptoms. We have something to take for the aches and pain and the low-grade fever, and we should be fine. So it wasn't an awful experience, and my friend was very handy. She was very good. I mean, she gave us a shot, you know, she was very, and that's her thing, you know. In nursing, there's different specialities, and I'm that vaccination and, you know, maternal and childhood is not in my specialty, but it's her specialty, and she's really good at it. And so she was, you know, it didn't hurt at all. It was just a little prick. And when she was about to give us the actual injection, she looked at me and said, "Nurse, just take a deep breath." And I took a deep breath, and by the time I was finished breathing, it was over. So it was not like a huge thing. I remember some of my other colleagues talked about swelling and pain at the injection site. I don't even have any of that right now. See, this is my injection site. Even that, she told me that you should not use your dominant hand. You should take the vaccine on your non-dominant hand. And being that my dominant hand is actually a right-handed person, I had to take the vaccine on my left hand. And even little things like that, you know, it was really helpful to know. Of course, they ask you if you have any flu-like symptoms or if you ever had a COVID infestation before. I have not, so I was safe to take the vaccine. And with that, I think I'm going to end this vlog here. And then we're going to move on to the other one. I'm not sure if I want to vlog you guys seeing me doing swatches, because it's basically me putting color pencils on this piece of paper, that doing a watercolor effect for some of the colors, and that's about it. It's not anything major or, you know, cool. So I think I'll just be doing that off camera and just leave this vlog as it is. And when those swatches are ready, after 6 weeks, I will be bringing those to you and showing you guys my findings. I've been peeping on them every week or so, especially the watercolor paints that I had to put up. I've been peeping on them every at the end of every week or so to see if there was any color distortion, and I've noticed a few. On a few of them, so I'm really excited to bring that to you. I mean, of course, maybe you guys will not be exposed to some of these watercolor paints that we are exposed to here in Belize, but I think it is essential to guys, for especially my Belizean audience, to see what I found in my lightfast testing. And with that, I'm going to say thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. Thank you guys so much for your support, for your comments, for liking my videos. Thank you so much. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.